First, the USDA's Justice for All non-discriminatory statement, which simply states that all persons must be treated equally without regard to their race, color, national origin, sex, religious creed, disability, age, political beliefs, or reprisal or retaliation for prior civil rights activity, and that our institution provides an inclusive space for all. For more information on the And Justice for All statement, please visit the USDA's website.
Hi everyone, my name is Brian from FCHS, Rutgers Cooperative Extension of Gloucester County, here with a lesson today on Go, Slow, and Woe foods. This information was taken from the Food Smarts curriculum, which we received from Leah's Pantry. Alright, so just as a little icebreaker, I want everyone to think about what kind of foods do you feel are foods that you could eat every day and that are really good for you? And I also want you to think about what foods do you think we want to try to avoid most of the time. So some things that might be popping into your head for healthy foods are whole fruits and vegetables, maybe whole grains, maybe healthy fats, foods that are high in fiber, and foods that you might think of that you're trying to avoid are things like candy, sugary drinks, maybe foods that are high in saturated fats, maybe certain fast food items. So as you're thinking about these, you might realize that the foods that we want to eat every day are more whole foods, ones that have not been processed very much, where the foods that we're trying to avoid are ones that are highly processed and that have been altered quite a bit. So our first category is Go foods. So Go foods are fresh, whole foods, and we want to eat mostly Go foods. These are going to be the healthiest choice out there. So let's look at a few examples. So we have a whole vegetable, so corn on the cob would be great. But really any sort of whole vegetable that hasn't really been processed is a Go food. We also have whole grains, so brown rice would be an excellent choice. And then we have whole fruits like oranges, another great Go food. And then we have milk, so dairy products that haven't been altered in many ways either. So all these are really good examples of Go foods. So next up we have slow foods. So slow foods, not as healthy as Go foods, but they can still be a healthy choice, and these ones are minimally processed. So they are processed a bit, but not to the point of woe foods. So one example, instead of a fresh vegetable, you can get canned vegetables, which are still good, but we just need to watch out for anything added like sodium. And then we have white rice instead of brown rice. So you're not getting the whole grains you would get from brown rice, but it still could be part of a healthy diet. Then we have orange juice as opposed to, a whole piece of fruit like an orange. So you're not getting the fiber, but you're still getting some good vitamins and minerals. And then we have yogurt. And yogurt, again, it can be good. We just need to watch out for what's added to it, particularly the sugar. And our last group is our stop foods. So stop foods have been highly processed, and we should try to avoid these as much as we can. But not to say we should never eat them, but just to be mindful of them. So our first one is a sugary cereal made from corn. So we know that, whole corn or canned corn would be a much healthier choice than this. We have Rice Krispie treats instead of eating like a whole grain rice or a white rice. We have an orange soda instead of eating an orange or orange juice. And we have American cheese as opposed to drinking milk or having some sort of minimally processed dairy food. So stop foods we should try to avoid when we can, and we want to try to consume as many Go foods and some slow foods as well. All right, thanks for tuning in today. We'll see everyone for the next lesson.